Purple line. Boom, 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 boom. It always shows up. It always shows up right on time. Oh, that's good. Purple line. Boom, 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 boom. It always shows up on time. Boom, boom, boom. Purple line. Boom, 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 boom. It always shows up right on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boom, boom, ba boom, ba jum, ba boom, boom, ba boom, boom, ba ba to boom, 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 ba boom, boom, ba Purple line. It always shows up right on time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now that you're waiting for the train to take you home, boom, boom, boom. You got your bag on your lap, you feel like a gnome, boom, boom, boom. You're humming into your smartphone right now, boom, 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 boom. You see the train, you've been waiting there, it's right on time. Purple line, boom, 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 boom. It always shows up right on time. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Purple line. Boom, 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 boom. It always shows up right on time. It always shows up right on time. It always shows up on time. Boom, 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 boom. It always shows up right on time. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, little train, bring my daddy home so his little kids don't feel so all alone. I got a bad desire. Oh, all my fare's soon to expire. Hey, little train, take my daddy home so he can be here. So he can be here on Christmas at home. Yeah. So he can be here. So he can be here at Christmas on So he can be here at Christmas on. So he can be here for Christmas at home. I got a bad desire. Oh. My train fare's soon to expire. Soon to expire. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, APTA, America's Best. Never forget that. We are on our way up to KCHUNG. Gonna have the radio show today.
Hello.
Hello there.
Kurt?
Yes.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Very good. Yes, sir. You go to North Broadway.
Oh yeah.
Go over there.
So when did you start your day today?
Today's 5 a.m.
Wait, 5 a.m.?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's Monday.
And then how long? It's Monday. And then so, how long are your shifts usually when you start at 5 a.m.?
How long?
Yeah.
My shift.
Yeah, like 8 hours, 5 hours?
Right now it's going to be like a 5 or 6 because I'm on the way home now.
Oh, okay.
With you, I just wait over there, for a couple minutes, and I'm programmed to wait my home.
Oh, that's great.
So this is good with you because you go downtown. I just had to go 15 more minutes to go home.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I live on Downey. You know Downey?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah. so it's very good.
Yeah, I've
And,
talked with Uber drivers who can program it so they
Yes.
let Uber know that by a certain time they got to get
Right.
back, which is such an interesting idea, you know, that
Yes.
technology exists.
Yeah, I just put over here. You know, they asking that I just rice on my way home, and I had to wait. And they tried to find a rice. Well, so it's
Oh.
good. Yes, but sometimes it's nothing that you start walking.
Oh boy, oh boy.
but mostly of the time, it's good. You know?
Yeah, what's the farthest you've had to drive someone? What's the farthest?
I drive from East LA, from the college, the East LA College, to what is the name of this place? By Pandale, the next city, Lancaster.
Oh, okay. So you've gone all the way out to
1 hour and a half.
Lancaster.
Yeah, 1 hour and a half.
I've talked to a couple Uber drivers where the farthest they've gone was San Diego. They had to go all the way up to San Diego.
Probably. I never been in San Diego. I mean, Ubers, no.
Oh, gotcha.
Nope.
What are these guys doing?
Yeah. I never been in San Diego. No more than 1.5 hours.
How long have you been driving an Uber?
About a year and a half.
And do you enjoy driving?
I like it. Yes.
Yeah, you like driving?
Yes.
What are some methods that you have used through the years, or maybe you've never had this issue, but road rage, where maybe there's some questionable drivers, people are slow, all that kind of stuff. How do you sort of manage that within your own psychology, without flipping out, or how do you just take it easy? How do you do
I'll
that?
take it easy.
Yeah. It's always intriguing to me how.
But I I'm leaving my job 8 months ago. I had almost 8 years.
Oh wow.
I'm a security guard.
Oh okay.
And it's the money, it's okay. The job is so easy to be a full-time driver. I work for Uber and Lyft, both. But now I'm trying to go back to work because I want my Social Security. My work, you understand that?
Right.
Here I work for almost 30 years, and I pay my taxes and everything. But now on this new job, I have a couple friends, and they say it's not a good idea to be by yourself. You understand? To work myself, because this is like my own job.
Right. You're in charge of when you start.
To be sick, I'm not gonna have disability. Those I have an accident. I just along with my insurance, and the insurance never want to pay. So I had no works comp here,
Oh yeah.
And this is very even the retirement plan. When I start work myself, I don't put no more money to my Social Security. You understand? So then I was thinking to back to the force and work this like a part-time.
Oh yeah, do this part-time. Right.
And this is a little dangerous because you make money and you spend the money. You don't care about it. But we have to pay taxes at the end of the year. So I have to be prepared with my 6,000 or 7,000 probably.
Oh yeah.
You understand that?
Wow,
because, we made like a 60.
So what would you say? What are your hobbies outside of driving? Like what would you ideally like to be doing? Do you play music? Do you write? Do you act?
Yeah, I play music. I talk with my writers and people.
So you play an instrument?
Oh, you mean my
like outside of Uber? Like what are your hobbies and stuff?
No, what I do is staying home, watching TV. Sometimes I go to the park with my grandkids.
Oh, okay.
And the weekends I like to ride motorcycle. So I
cool.
go take a coffee or lunch with my wife, someplace around.
You got a motorcycle?
Yes.
Do you like riding up in the canyons?
I like it, yes.
Yeah.
I did it many times.
I hear that's one of the favorite places for motorcycle riders. They really like the canyons.
Yeah. But the last summer, me and the group of friends of mine, we go to Phoenix. Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
And we stay there. We do like a camping. The canyons,
Oh, yeah.
Back, almost.
Beautiful scenery out there.
Oh, yeah.
The way the sun sets and you see the way that, all those colors in the sky.
Yeah, nice. So that's what I do, you know. Then right now I have no hobbies, you know, like sports or things like that. I'm an old guy. I'm an old guy now. I'm an old guy. Enjoy my grandkids, you know. They come home sometimes. That's what I do.
Do you, what kind of dreams do you have when you go to sleep at night? What kind of, do you remember your dreams?
Dream? What I dream when I'm sleeping?
I always like to know what people like to dream about.
It's rare is that when I have a dreams, I don't have too many dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
What are some of them that you might remember that were particularly dynamic? Like, do you have a dream of UFOs or flying?
No.
Or?
Well, something what I remember is because my mother, she passed away, you know, 5 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
5 months ago. And but 2 months ago, I think, 2 months, maybe a month and a half, I talking with my wife. And I tell her I have a dream with my mom.
Oh.
You know, with my mom. And I see her on her house over there in my country, Salvador. Come on, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Salvador. And she do the duties in the house and things like that. And we are happy and enjoy it. And then I wake up and say, I dream with my mom. I see that her. She do the duties in the house and we're talking.
Wow.
And she asking me, why you guys talking? Say, you know what? I don't know why we're talking. I just know we're there. And that's all. But mostly of the times, I don't have no dreams.
So your dream, how soon after your mom passed away, how soon after did you have the dream?
About a month.
About a month after?
Yes.
That is such a common thing that happens with, with people, with loved ones. And, I've heard stories like that, and it's really fascinating when that happens because, you almost got this idea that they're there to tell you, hey, it's all right. Everything's just fine, and everything's great, and...
Yeah, because I have peace with my mom, when she left, everything was okay, we enjoy it. I go every 2 years over there, and then I bring her over here. She was a resident, but she don't like to live over here. Because she always over there. She's an old lady from over there. She said, no, I don't like here because everybody go work and then just let me in the room with the TV on all day. I'm boring. I need to go my town.
So she stayed in El Salvador?
Yeah.
El Salvador? Wow. It's so interesting that you had that dream. That's so great.
That's the dream what I remember. And I don't dream too much. That's good.
Do you ever... Well, I have a friend who doesn't remember his dreams either. Sometimes he doesn't remember his.
Yeah.
I was reading an article the other day about a guy who he puts on sort of a camp where you could go out there for, a few days, 3 or 4 days, and they talk all about dreaming. They talk about lucid dreaming. Do you know what lucid dreaming is? Have you heard of that term, lucid dreaming?
Like you are awake and then you have hallucinations or something like that?
Yeah, it's very, like, while you're dreaming, you actually feel like you are actually there, and you can feel the textures.
Yeah, that's happened to me when I was a little younger.
Oh, yeah?
My dreams are very strange, You are a man, I have sex with the ladies.
When you were young?
Yes. Even when I'm married, maybe like 25 years ago, I'm married. Mm-hmm. And then when I wake up, I'm wet, like I really do sex,
So it really, really felt like you were really
and
there.
I'm still feeling the girls, but I don't remember my dreams.
It's so interesting how that happens. I've heard, from the various books that I've read and videos that I've watched, there is this theory out there that when we dream, that world exists just as real as this world does.
Okay.
It's just as real. And there's an idea that when we dream, and we go to these other places, or, if we have a dream, we go to another planet, or like you're saying, having sex with the beautiful women, it's actually a real thing that's happening in that reality. And it's a very interesting, when we think about that, like, if that's the truth, holy cow, what kinds of crazy things can we get ourselves into, you know, in a dream? If that's the case, what kind of worlds could we travel to? What kinds of conversations could we have? So it's interesting because that dream that you had with your mom, there you go. That was, you know, just as real as anything that could happen in this reality. And it's that stuff just fascinates me. Have you ever had any ghost sightings or UFO sightings, anything like that?
No, I never had this.
No? You never saw a ghost? Or did you ever had any friends who saw ghosts?
Well, listen, when I was maybe not younger, I'm like 35, 40s, like 20 years ago, a friend of mine, he was killed, you know. He was the assault, you know, assault?
Oh.
And they killed him to stolen their wallet, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Over there in South Central.
Well, oh man.
Well, and on those 3 days, we looking for my friend, me and my family, you know. Say, where is Jeremy? Because he not come home, and we don't know where is him, you know. Well, I had to go to work. I work on Temecula those days on constructions. And when I was sleeping, completely sleeping, because I remember that, you know, and I can still feeling on my heart. I remember I was sleeping with my face to the wall, and somebody touched me with low, you know, like with sweet.
Yeah.
And then I wake up, I'm awake. I remember that. When I'm awake, I see my friend Jeremy walking out of the door. And I know him because I know he's from kid, you know. He's back, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I see he left. And I would see, what's Jeremy? See, even right now, you know, I can feel it.
Wow.
And then 2 days later, my auntie called me. Nelson, you know what happened? Jeremy was dead. I say, what? Was dead. They killed it. You know, some people.
Someone tried to rob him, huh?
Yes.
And take his.
And he tried to. Maybe he can't tell me bye. You know, that's what I mean. You know.
Right, like he showed up to let you know.
And I told my auntie, dear auntie, you know what? 2 nights ago, I was maybe sleeping at midnight or maybe more, and I feeling Jeremy. He touched me like that in the back, and then when I turned it, I see him running out of the house.
Whoa! So you saw him run out of your bedroom, and then did he just kind of disappear once he got past the door?
Yes. That's
so
the most
interesting.
The most stranger things happen to me, you know, on my really life. When I can say, yes, I see the guy when he left, and I feel him when he touched. Maybe the spirit, I don't know, but he got to tell me bye.
And did you say anything
no, we don't
to
say
him?
nothing. We don't talk nothing. Just
so you just saw it happen, and it was surprising, and you might not have known how to process that information at that point. Wow.
Yeah. And then I told my auntie, he got to touch me, no, but he was dead.
Oh my goodness.
The police coming last night, and they say they find it on the street, you know, and they take him to the morgue because when somebody stole your wallet, they tell all your information.
Oh yeah, there's no way
they don't know. They have to wait until see who's looking for somebody, you know. And then we reported to police, and we go to everywhere, hospitals, looking for him. And then police say, yeah, we got one guy like that over here.
Oh, boy.
See that was him.
Wow. That stuff is so... Those kinds of stories just fascinate me. Those kinds of stories just fascinate me. Hearing the UFO stories, the stories where people see ghosts.
Do you have experience like that?
Well, long ago when I was in Chicago, because I'm from Chicago, and it was a rainy night, and I was driving my car, and the windshield wiper flew off, and so the one windshield wiper was going,
okay.
And so I had to get off the road and put it. I took this one off here and I stuck it over there, and I drove into town, and I was supposed to meet some people in the city, and I stopped at a gas station, and I just thought to myself, do I want to go or do I not want to go? Because I just felt like maybe I don't want to do it. But I looked up in the sky, and so imagine like, what do they call that? what do they call it? Where you see the buildings, you know what I mean? Like a landscape, you know, like the landscape where you see the buildings.
Okay.
And I saw a slow-moving triangle-shaped
Oh, really?
machine up in the sky, slow. And then it would disappear behind the building, and then boop, come out the other side, and then boop, disappear behind the building, and boop, come out the other side. And I saw it moving slowly in the sky. And remember, it was just raining out. And I'm looking around and seeing if there's anybody else around me who sees this. And, you know, there's all this traffic and everything, cars going, and I'm wondering, you know, just as we're looking off that way, you know, and all these cars are driving in that same direction, I'm wondering, are any of these cars seeing what I'm seeing, you know? And I just sat there, and I just felt like I didn't know what to do with that information. It was such an incredible moment in time, and I didn't know if it was a UFO. I didn't know if it was maybe...
Well, you know, one time when I was camping with my kids, we see something moving in the sky. And they move it like a light, or a ship or something like that. And was another one waiting for that one.
What?
The front.
Really?
And they come to be together, and they separate. But I get information about that, and they say it was the NASA. They do some jobs upstairs, you know. You understand that? It's NASA.
Right.
It's rockets.
Well, what's interesting is how does a rocket move like that and then stop and then go and then... I saw that. That's very interesting, and I'm sure you guys were very surprised when you saw that, right? You're going, what the heck? What do we see? What's going on? Get the camera.
My kids, my wife. Oh, and then one of my family say, no, you know what? I read it. The NASA do some jobs upstairs, and that's why those things moving. And then we put attention, and that's true. It's nothing UFO, you know. It's something like mechanical. You understand? You can see that, you know, because UFOs, they move it, disappear.
Oh yeah, sometimes they'll disappear and they'll pop out of a cloud, and you know, some people have seen UFOs with a special. There was a documentary I just saw, and it was called "The Man Who Is Cursed with Seeing UFOs," and it's about a guy who lives in Monterey, California, and he sees UFOs in the sky all the time. And he has a telescope, a special telescope. Oh, yes, you're going to stand this left side here, on this left side. Yeah. I know it's kind of a tricky, the way that the street moves, but if we were on that side, it would take us right back to the freeway.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah. And he had all of this video footage, all of this evidence, and of seeing these lights up in the sky. And he has a special telescope in the daytime where it can see infrared. You know what infrared is, right? Where it's so
at nighttime.
Yeah. Well, he would look through it, but in the daytime, and it would switch it where he could still see the shapes of the UFOs up in the sky in the daytime with the special telescope. And everywhere he went, he would see these things. And just like what you're describing, he saw, you know, there were two of them, and then another one would appear, and it would slowly move to the middle of them, and then another one would appear. And so there were about 6 or 7 of them.
Those things that really exist.
It's yeah, it's so amazing, huh?
Yeah. So we
so you can drop me off on anywhere on this little side here.
Okay. All right, sir.
This is great. And what is your name?
Nelson.
Oh, Nelson. I'm Kurt. It was a pleasure meeting you, man. Thanks for the great conversation.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Thank you.
That was great. That was a great UFO story and ghost story. Hi, we're Tape, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto. Or if you want to say, you know, your names, point out your names from Tape, you're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
Hi, we're Tape. Yeah, hi, we're Tape.
Okay.
You want to do it?
You can do it. Or I'll do it.
Inspirado, what?
Inspirado Projecto.
Hi, we're Tape, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto on KCHUNG.
Hey, this is Tape, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto on KCHUNG.
Grayson, would you like to do one?
Sure. This is award-winning producer Grayson Brook, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
So I'm heading on my way back now from the radio. I had a great show. It was a great show today. They're really cool. And it's just fun to geek out about Batman and Joker and all this various stuff. So that was a lot of fun. And now, ideally, well, you never know. You never know. This might come out first, or the Mixcloud, which, by the way, we featured a song by Tubes. We featured a song by the band Tape. We featured a song by, oh God, who are those other guys? I know there were three songs I think we played. Oh, Ballroom Blitz, yeah. Ballroom Blitz, song by Tape. Ballroom Blitz. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. So that'll go up on the website, on the Mixcloud page, because they allow for mixtapes, they allow for full albums, DJ sets, so that's a perfect spot for something like that. And then I just reserve podcast stuff for podcast stuff. Oh yeah, there's, so an idea came to me. So, I just thought about a tour guide. That's right, that's why I even started this in the first place. I've got so many ideas now. We just unpacked a lot of ideas. Big time brainstorming session with the guys from Tape. So I thought about the tour guides. How they drive around on their buses and they'll take you to some of the celebrity places. You could easily hire celebrity impersonators to stand out in front of certain areas where that tour bus is going to go by, and they just wave to them from the bus. So I was thinking that would be fun. Also, I was thinking, how many times do these tour guides point out someone or something that's going on over there that is just not what that is. So then, let's say you see a guy walking down the street who looks like Jeff Goldblum. Oh, wow, everybody, check out to the left there. We see Jeff Goldblum, the Fly himself. Also, an amazing jazz piano player. And would you believe it? He jams along with RoboCop. I think I'm moving too fast, right? When you look at yourself walking in a mirror from the side, you might think to yourself, yeah, that's the way I was born to walk. That's the way it ought to happen. You might look at it and go, what the hell? I don't want to look like that when I walk. So it's just the idea of like posture, but not sticking your chest out. So I have a problem with that. I have an issue with that. So I just need to try to figure out how to do the best posture, not be hunched. I think when you're in front of a computer all day, you're going to eventually sort of become hunched over in the way that you are. I'm always just screw-inched up while I'm over there. It happens to all of us. It happens to the best of us. Some of us are doing it in a cubicle. Others of us are... I misplaced the microphone. So let's say a silent prayer. And also, just as simple like, hey, kind of like the Matrix kind of thing. Like, okay, it's right. You got it. There is no spoon. That type of thing. Getting into that habit. There's no spoon. There we go. There's no spoon. So the microphone went somewhere where I do not know. The universe knows. The all that is knows. So I'm picking up wild sound as we're walking through here, so you can kind of get an idea. Maybe there is a big difference. Maybe there isn't. Either way, it's worth the experimentation in sound. That is for certain. That is for certain. I'm standing in the spot that I usually stand in after my KCHUNG times. I have my rainbow moonstone in my pocket. Hold it up to the side because I think that's probably the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do at this moment in time. Hold up your rainbow moonstone. Well, it's got a certain shine to it. It's got a certain prism to it that, when you combine that, it's incredible because you're amplifying the synchronistic qualities of it. Now, of course, when you add an amethyst to the mix, ladies and gentlemen, amethysts amplify. From what I've read, I'm no geode crystal chief by any means. However, the little I read, the amethyst stone amplifies the intention. Amplifies the intention. It amplifies it. Quantifies it. Amplifies it. It fucking quantifies it. Hey, Mr. Carter, it's quantifying it, Mr. Carter. Quantifying, electrifying. It's over there, it's doing what it's gotta do, Mr. Carter. It's doing over there what it's gotta do, Mr. Carter. Oh, yeah. Wow, that was great that he brought up You Sound Like the Joker, because that is so funny. I was heavily influenced by those early shows. Those early Batmans. Batman. Hello, Mr. Batman. I'm Mr. Spider-Man. Hello, Mr. Batman. Batman. I'm Iron Man. My name is Spider-Man. Hello there, Mr. Spider-Man. I am Superman. Yes, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the train. This is the train that we've all been waiting for. Here comes the train. Yo, here comes the train. This is the train that we've all been waiting for. We've all been waiting for. We've all been waiting for.
What do Gregorian chants, Indian, medieval, and 20th century minimalist music have in common? The drone, a part of musical history for thousands of years. It continues to entrance us today. Now, 8 sound artists have transmuted their drones into an immersive cinematic experience. Join us for the Drone Cinema Film Festival on Saturday, January 19th at the Highways Performance Space in Santa Monica. A mesmerizing evening with cinematic tapestries woven from the drones of light and sound. For more, visit highwaysperformance.org.
Where did my microphone go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did my microphone go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did my microphone go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did my microphone go? Where did it go? Where did my microphone go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did my microphone go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did my microphone go? Where did it go? Where did my microphone go?
Sit at the doctor's little gate, watching inside the road. Sitting at the doctor's gate, wasting time. debate, wasting time. Here's the hard part.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Not a Dr. Bait. So one of the main conversations we talked to today in the studio, which I'm so excited about, is the idea of a land that you set up, a certain plot of land, you set it all up perfect for marionettes, perfect for Muppets, perfect for puppets, perfect for kabuki theater style stuff, and you have certain people live in that world for maybe a month or who knows how long, and they do certain things each day with each of the Muppets, and maybe they have to solve a mystery. Maybe they each have missions and they can cross over missions and choose other missions. So I'm imagining that it's a world filled with puppets, so these people get that opportunity of seeing what that's like to live in a sort of Sesame Street type of world. And so that was something that just popped into my brain again. The other thing is, I just ran across the street, it was blinking. There was like six seconds left on a clock, and there's a mother and her little daughter, and they went bolting across the street with 6 seconds left on a clock, and I realized, okay, if a mother and her little daughter are gonna book it, if they're gonna dare and just like jolt right across the street like that, well then certainly I gotta. So I said, okay, I'm protecting them. I suddenly imagined it was like a superhero. Carrying this laptop on my back. I'm saving them. This idea of, the cars will hit me first. How noble, how gallant. Dear sir, that's very gallant of you. That's very, very noble of you. Are you noblemen? Are you very chivalrous? Are you chivalrymen? Are you chivalmen? So yeah, a world filled with Muppets. You get to interact with them, you get to talk with them. I think it'd be a hoot. A hoot. I never use that word, so when I use it, I mean it. I'm imagining, creatures popping out of the side of buildings, out of the ground, out of manhole covers, like, the top scoots over and some creature comes out. Trash cans that you don't actually throw trash into, but you got like that Oscar the Grouch type of character. You could have all kinds of crazy sort of mythical creatures walking around town. Like when we were at Disney, there was a guy who was dressed up like Groot. Looked awesome. This costume looked phenomenal. It was tall too. So imagine you got, maybe the guy was tall, maybe he was just to my size, but it made him look tall. But imagine if you could put a tall guy inside of something that makes you tall already. Oh boy. You got that thing walking around town. There's something on Venice Beach. It walks on these stilts, and it looks like it's made out of sticks. It looks like a walking sort of tree creature slightly. And it'll just walk, and it'll stand there, and it'll just pose in these little directions, these little areas, and you just, you see it, and people could take photos next to it. It's quite intriguing. I'm going to be going out to Arizona to visit my friend. So we shall see some of those beautiful sunsets, sunrises. Drink lots of good coffee. Play lots of video games. Watch lots of Doctor Who. I haven't seen any of the new Doctor Who's with the lady. I haven't seen most of them with the guy who was, what was his name, Capaldi. I've only seen a few of those. But I trust the show's in good hands. I've gotten some reviews from some folks and I've heard some good stuff. All right, folks, this is all we're going to do right now. I will add this to the episode, and then ideally I'll get this up. I don't know if I'll be able to get up today's KCHUNG podcast. However, we'll see.